right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna get back into working on the Jeep. If you haven't seen some of the previous videos of some of the stuff we worked on, go check them out. We did some 10-inch subwoofer installs underneath the seat, and then we put a roof rack on top. So yeah, if you guys want to go check out some of the build stuff we did on it, I'll put a link down below, or just go through some of my videos. You guys can check it out. So today we're gonna get back into the Jeep, like I said. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually work on the front suspension. So when I bought this vehicle, it never seemed to align right. The passenger side always pulled to the right. I guess I shouldn't say the passenger side, but yeah, I guess so. On the passenger side, it always pulled to the right. I had two alignments done on it. First time we got it, when we first bought it, it still pulled a little bit to the right, but it had stock tires. So the second time I put 31s, I think, are on here. Or maybe they're like 29s or something like that. I forget. It'll probably flash on the screen once I kind of do a little more research, but I put some bigger knobby tires on it. And if you guys are interested in these Jeep Patriots and you wonder how to do it, I didn't need to do a tutorial on it. You can pretty much go on all the forums, but you can fit like 31s, I think it is, like I said, on there, by just hitting the butt welds on the inside of the fender well, and then you can slap some on. So that's what I did. But I have aspirations to put a lift and stuff on it, but I'm holding off because, like I said, once I put these big knobby tires on there, it pulls really hard to the right. And then, you know, me being DIY, I tried to actually do the alignment myself. And, you know, I tried to do the old school way of using jack stands with some string or something, and it kind of works okay. But I actually invested, since I, you know, tend to kind of tinker with stuff, I invested actually in some plates and stuff like that. I'll kind of show you guys what it looks like. But these are the plates right here. And then you see these notches right here. They basically, you can put some tape measures, and you just measure the toe in and the toe out. So right now I have the toe out at like 76 and the toe in at like 74.5. So it's square. The problem is it still pulls super hard to the right. I was trying to do some research. And I even, last time I went to my local, you know, auto parts place, or, you know, wheel tire shop, whatever, when they did the alignment, they give you that piece of paper and it shows you everything's green. Well, they show the passenger side is red. So they show it's like, oh, it's a little bit off. They tell me, yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of shifted forward compared to the driver's side. I don't know. All that stuff sounded super sketch. Plus, I just paid like $100 to not have it be perfectly aligned. Kind of pissed me off. I should have just said like, well, then why are you charging me? Make it perfect. But they said they couldn't. So suspicious, because I've never had a car that never aligned perfectly. The only ones I ever had struggle with was my Cadillac, because just nobody could do it for me, because I had big ass rims and, you know, they just didn't have the rack or whatever. But this is just a basic small Jeep Patriot. I keep pointing over here because it's over here. But you guys can even see. So it got so bad that if you see right here, see if I can, I don't know if you just pull up on camera, but it's completely bald compared to the other tires. So we're getting pretty worn down anyways on it. So, you know, it's time for, you know, an overhaul on, you know, new tires and stuff like that, which is cool. I'm pretty excited. We got some Nitto grapplers and stuff like that. But the problem is, I just couldn't figure out why it wouldn't align. So like I said, when I went to the tire store or tire shop, whatever, and they did the alignment, they said that my tie rods were kind of getting worn out. So I kind of like, that kind of stuck in my brain. So I didn't really think about it much at the time. But when I did some research, you know, some stuff that came up on the forum was, yeah, if you got bad tie rods or something, you're never going to get a good alignment. So with the tire shop telling me that, the forum saying that's probably a possibility why I can't get alignment, there's a lot of other things that come into factor. But, you know, that to me means probably need to do a front end rebuild on it. So went to Rock Auto, got a kit for like less than like $100, but I needed it here like in a couple of days because I don't get a lot of time. Free time, as you guys can tell, my uploads are kind of slowing down because I work a lot. So today was just one of those days where I can get down and dirty and get back to some of my roots of, you know, taking care of stuff myself. So what I did was I went to Rock Auto, like I said, got a kit. So even with the shipping, it costs like $150, pretty cheap. It gives me the upper and lower control arms, and then it gives me my new tie rods, the inner and outer. So for you know, less than like $200, pretty cool little kit. You know, I've messed with my big Avalanche before on like doing upper and lower control arms. I'm putting ball joints and stuff. So I imagine this isn't going to be too bad. But, you know, famous last words, right? We'll see what happens when we actually dig into it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do break down the front end, and then we're going to get the tires mounted and balanced and installed back on. And then we're going to do the alignment, and then we'll hopefully have a car that looks the way I want it to look and drives straight, or at least straighter than it has been. and then yeah, hopefully it'll pay off. So cool. So if you guys are here tuning in and interested, hopefully you're on for the ride, along for the ride, and yeah, let's jump into it. Cool. All right, guys, let's do it. So this is what we got right here. We got, you know what? I thought it was upper and lower control arms, and it isn't. Well, I guess there isn't really like an upper or a lower. It's just a control arm in general. Let me check it out. I've never looked in here before, so let's see. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's just gonna be the lower control arm. I'm used to something like this. In the Avalanche, you got upper and lowers down there, if you can see, kind of those A-shaped control arms. So this one doesn't even have that, so that's fine. Should be even easier then. So this is what we're gonna replace. We got the inner. Let me see what we got there. We got the inner tie rod. I thought there was an outer, but maybe I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess that's it right there. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. So we got our tie rod right here, and then we got the actual other piece of the tie rod that goes right there, which kind of sucks because I fucking hate messing with these damn CV boots, especially the way this thing is. Look how like tight space it is, dude. I'm not looking forward to like cutting that off and putting new ones. Plus they didn't tell me I needed that, so it kind of sucks, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but that's fine. It will be if everything else goes pretty smooth, that shouldn't be too bad, I guess. Because I could probably remove the sway bar link and everything like that and get in here. Because yeah, this thing's like way back here, dude. You know what I mean? So sucks, but like I said, I hate messing with those things, especially as tight as this thing is. I hate to take off the sway bar and all that stuff like that, and just to get in here. But we'll figure it out. Anyway, so yeah, so we got our inner and outer tie rod that we're gonna put on. We got our lower control arm right here, and that's it. And then hopefully that might be what'll fix the alignment. I'm hoping. If not, I don't know. I don't know what to do next after that. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe it's just to sell it. Because, yeah, I want to upgrade these struts right here. There's a 2-inch lift by Rough Country. I kind of want to go all out in this thing. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of cool little you know, little beat around kind of Jeep. You know what I mean? You don't have to go too expensive with it. It's pretty cheap. It's nimble enough. I kind of like it, but I don't know, if I can't get it aligned right, I'm not even gonna bother. So everything cost me like $1,000, so we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, let's jump into it right now and see how it works. Cool? All right, guys.
Sound production. Sound production.
I'm going to take a moment just to show you guys the part of the video from the last upload I was going to do on the rebuild on the front suspension. So the kit is like $200, like I said, from Rock Auto. It gives you this lower control arm. There's no obviously upper control arm here. They also give you, I think that's actually it. I think that's all it was. It was just that. And then and then obviously you can see how these are kind of ate up, but they give you new tie rods as well. Excuse me. And that's it. It's literally just some lower control arms and some new tie rods, and that's what was pretty much messing up my alignment. Or not pretty much, it was just some worn out tie rods. So, and these ones are they're kind of the cheapy ones. You can see how these are like already got like worn out, or they're like at least the metal's been kind of taken off. It's because it's got these ridges on it that you take some clamps or some pliers or something too, and then you just do your adjustments with the nuts and everything. But yeah, pretty simple. I don't know if I can show you on this side. Yeah. So literally, you just take this bolt out right here, and then you got this bolt. Where's it at? Right here. Where's it at? Right here. Can't really see it. There you go. There's a bolt right there, and then you just gotta loosen up your sway bar a little bit. It helps, you know what I mean, to kind of get in here a little bit more, because it's got like some weird articulation in here that you kind of got to like maneuver. But yeah, it was pretty simple though. So yeah, that was pretty much all I was going to show you guys in the last video. I'll probably splice in some cuts right now, just kind of show some quick like wrap up and everything, and then the alignment on it and stuff like that. But anyways, I also didn't put the tire on this side intentionally on the driver's side, like I said, because we got some metal flakes coming off of here, some grinding noise. So I'm gonna pull this cotter pin off right here. I'm gonna bust this cap off, and then I'm gonna take a look inside and see what we're working with. If we actually need to get a new CV axle, or if it's just considering how rusty this is, it's probably just needs some new wheel bearings. So I'm probably just gonna leave this side off for now. What I'm hoping to is by the time I put this tire back on here and drop it, that this will push this sway bar link up, because yeah, it like trying to do it by itself. Oh, there we go. Oh, there you go. Never mind then. I did it while I was messing with you guys. I guess it was just struggling because the other side wasn't loosened up. Now that it is, I'll just pop this back on there, and then we'll be good to go. So cool. That eases my concern about that. But yeah, so I need to just figure out what this is next, because it was just some grinding noise in here, and it was just, I don't know, man. It was worrying me a little bit. So, but yeah, we'll pop it off right now, and we'll see what we're working with.
All right, guys. So yeah, just what I suspected. We got a blown out wheel bearing. I don't know if you can hear it or see it, but yeah, you can just see how it's literally just sitting still. You can see how much it weighs around. You can even see it right here. Yeah. So it needs a new wheel bearing, but I don't have the time to do one because I have a press and everything, but I have to set it up and all this stuff. So I think the new wheel bearing from like Rock Auto is like $50. I think maybe at like O'Reilly's like $70. That's usually how it goes anyways. When you go with Rock Auto, it's like $20 cheaper, but sometimes it's not as cheap because you got to get the shipping and stuff. So But that's how I was going to do the wheel bearing. But what I'm going to do is I actually found there was originally a kit you can get where you can get the hub, the snap ring, bearing, and the spline. That was like about 150. But then for about I don't know, like I think it was like um, $30 more or something like that. I can get the whole setup. I can get the knuckle, dust shield, hub, and everything all installed. So yeah, O'Reilly's it was like 250, and then obviously Rock Auto with a little discount code, it came out to like $180. And that's actually, now I take it back. I think the wheel hub and all that stuff, I think it was like less than $100 because in reality, I actually paid $60 extra to get it shipped the next day from Rock Auto, and it came out to $180. So it was like $120 for this whole setup. There's like cheaper options. I mean, there's more expensive options. There's like the Doorman, I think is like the more expensive one. I went with the cheapest one. It's like a Ultra Power. I forget. I'll flash it on the screen. But yeah, like the Doorman one was like almost like $30 cheaper than the one at O'Reilly's, and that's the one they sell. This one is the same code and everything. Remember, you got to get a passenger or driver's side. This is going to be for the driver's side. They just call it the left side, whatever. But the cheapest one they have, the economy version one, is like 100 and shoot, I think it was like 100. It had to have been $120 or something like that. So I think the wheel hub assembly and everything at Rock Auto is like less than $100 for like $30-$40 more. I can't remember exactly. I got the whole setup, and it's just going to be easier for me because literally it's going to come just like this, but it's not going to wobble. And literally, I just got to press it back on with the CV axle, and then we're back in business. I can button everything up, and then we can continue with the build and everything. So for now, what I'm going to do, because I'm going to wait till the next day to get this, is I'm going to continue with the back end on the Jeep. And then that way, literally when this comes tomorrow, we can slap this in, put the new strut in, and then we're off and running after doing alignment and everything. So cool. So I just want to give you guys an update. That's what the grinding noise was on my wife's car. Was the wheel bearing was just going out. And yeah, I hardly ever do wheel bearings and stuff. I think you're supposed to do it every time you change your tires or something like that. So, you live and learn. And we've only had this car for about a year or so. So, if it was brand new and like I spent like, was it 2013? If I spent like 6-7 years and I never changed one, then really bad on me. But since I only had it for a year, I just kind of, things started loosening up probably once I put the big tires on. So anyways, let's start jumping in the rear end, and then we'll, finish up the front and then do the alignment, and we're good to go. All right, guys. Thanks. All right, guys. So here is the complete kit. Let me see. Okay. So yeah, this is the whole kit right here. Struts right here, as you can see. And then we got the passengers right here. And then we got some, I believe these are the inner ones. And then the, let me see real quick. Let me check these. Oh, these are the outer. So we got some inner lower control arms right here, and then some outer. It's a big old bag of hardware, as you can see here, and that's pretty much it. There's not much to it. Should be a pretty simple install. Really, I'll probably just take longer on, just taking the old parts out and stuff like that. But there's not much to it. So we're gonna start prepping the truck, or the Jeep, I mean. And then we're going to see as far as we can get tonight, and then we'll finish it tomorrow. All right, guys, let's jump into it.
Dead Music. This is Phase Music. This is Phase Music. Phase Music. This is Phase Music.